I know. I bet everybody is waiting. Avid, how you doing today? Jay Fox. Anchored in the second. Stephen Corley, how you doing? Oof. Grn Mchn, how's it going, Dan? Evan TV, how you doing today? Bigfoot, good morning, good morning. Well, Rebecca, that's a good question. Fishing frustrations, how's it going? Thank you very much. Pond Predator Nation, good morning. Bob, how's it going? That's right, Has, that's right. We're trying, we're trying. $22 awesome people watching. RJ, how's it going? Darwin Dobson, good morning. I Spy said my little eye, good morning. Thank you, thank you. Palmetto, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Missy, how you doing today? I am Dale, how's it going out there? 24 awesome people. Mike Sampson, Sampy, how you doing? Fishing frustrations. Happy B-Day, Stand 3. That's right. It is. Tired, yes. Uncle Jeep, how are you? Why aren't I fishing this morning? Well, that's a good question. Thank you, RJ. Got Art from One Ton, 28 awesome people in here already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I yes, somehow, some way. It just kind of happened yesterday. Bigfoot Prepper and Dobson was out there. They did both of them kind of did a let's get Stan over 1,000, and well, lo and behold, here we are almost at 1.2K. I That's right, Abbott. It's your fault. You sent us all the rain. I hopefully will be able to have y'all see some of the James River this morning. I tried to do a hey, Carl Thompson, how you doing? It is going good. That's right. Happy birthday, Bigfoot. Uh Not only is it Stan 3's birthday, it's my good friend Bigfoot Prepper's birthday today. And then tomorrow, 7/12, we got Haz's birthday tomorrow. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you came on over, Cupcake Girl. There's my good friend Fishing with the Chad. I've got a favor to ask everybody. If you haven't found my friend Fishing with the Chad yet, his link is out in my description. Fishing with the Chad, awesome, awesome, awesome person. Uh, One of my favorite rigs, and I recommend it every week, is the Double Kentucky rig, the high-low rig, the dropper rig. There's a bunch of different names for it. Fishing with the Chad has an awesome video on how to tie that properly. So if you want to check that out and you want to have a lot of fun on Thursday nights, Fishing with the Chad does THA, the bait shop, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So like I said, his link is out in my description. Prepping 101. How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much. Skins and Scales, good morning. 32 awesome people. I will pass that along to Stan3 Dobson when I get in touch with him today, hopefully. Rebecca's in the house. Kentucky Patriot, great to see you. Well, thank you, thank you. And yes, yes, yes. And you know, when you try to bring some different people together, you know, things start to get noticed. And 35 awesome people watching. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kevin. Uh, I've been in talk with someone trying. I hope I'll be able to get you some fishing from the river. That's the plan for today. That is the plan for today. Uh, we went over that 1,000 mark yesterday, and let's see, where'd it go? Like I said, Bigfoot prepping and Dobson both were doing a get stand over 1K, and then last night we were on prepping 101, and we were going from there and just keeping up, keep growing, and so here we are, almost 1.2K today. Just unbelievable. I can't thank everybody enough. Stan3 is it. Like I said, it's his birthday today. He went down to saltwater today, so we were trying to work something out with that. I don't think that's working out, but I do have somebody I've been in contact on the river. Fishing Frustrations, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Parker Pursuits, how you doing? 39 awesome people watching. So, like I said, I have been in contact. Randy, how's it going? Thank you very much. Great to see you. Great to see you. Oh, Dan, no worries at all. Well, there, I fooled you, Abbott. I didn't take second place this time. Yes, it was another awesome Iron Cat. Uh, Brian B. Catfishing again from the Potomac did an awesome, awesome job Friday night. All right, Palmetto, we'll see you later. We're doing all right, Skins, I'll do that. This afternoon, 2 p.m. on Eric Burnside channel's Bible study, and we are going to be fishing live after that. Uh, Hey, that that's what it's all about. But Brian B did an amazing, awesome job. Second to last. Well, I think we tied for that, Chad. Mike T, what's up? Yes, we did manage to catch right at the end. That was awful exciting. Stan Three's girlfriend Jenny there. We managed to catch a 44-inch blue cat right at the end, and it was probably around 50 pounds. You know, when you got these big boys coming up off the spawn right now, their weight is way down. Maria Elena, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. 42 awesome people. Thank you so much. Hey, that's right. I'll take that every day. I'll take it every day. I totally agree, Rebecca. That's it was a little less than a year ago when I first came into our little catfishing community, and the person that was there sharing out the links, doing the things that we were doing in our little catfish community was fishing with the Chad. He was did an amazing job of sharing that love, spreading anybody's name, putting the links out there. And then I came in and tried to do that, and then you got people like Rebecca and Mike Turner, and really a lot of almost all of that started with fishing with the Chad. So, all right, Luther, take your time, no worries. That is my good friend Luther there, who is on the James River. 43 awesome people. Thank you so much. Soul Texan Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. And we're from the UK right through to the west coast of the United States. Thank you so much. That's right, Wild Turkey. It's a lot more difficult than people think just to get out there, try to fight the signals and uh, uh, the waters and the boat ramps and getting out there and getting the bait and uh exactly, Mike Turner. Yes, seriously, Chad is awesome. Thank you, Skins. Yes, Grn Mchn Outdoors, another awesome one. Really seriously love fishing with him, and I can't say enough good things about Dan. Eddie Gross, good morning, good morning. Dave, how's it going? There you go. Grn Mchn Outdoors is premiering a ridiculous video tonight at 5:30. So his other premieres have been awesome. So I'm imagining this one's going to be just the same. Going to be another awesome premiere. What the? I know, and you had nothing to do with that, right, Willie? That's right. It's a way of life, and you better be ready. if if you seriously are going to take this YouTube ride and keep growing, it is a way of life, and it's something that you've got to really want to do. Heading to the river later. All right, Parker. Wish you the best of luck this afternoon. 41 watching, 36 thumbs up already. Well, let's see. I think we have. Looks like I see water over here.
Oh, hey.
Luther, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning.
Doing well. How are y'all?
I'm all right. I wish I was out there fishing, but I'm doing the best I can right here. How is the James River this morning?
It's nice and cool actually for a change. Only have 4 rods out now. It took a little while to get anchored up. This current's ripping pretty hard right here, so.
Yeah, that's one thing with the that's one thing with James, you know, it's a river that holds everything. You've got your slower spots, you've got your faster current. You know, you can find just about anything you want on the James River.
Oh yeah, been wanting to try this spot for a little while, but anyway, hopefully I'm coming through okay. It's my first time doing anything YouTube related, so.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. I couldn't get out on the water this morning, and we are still able to put some James River on live today. So thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me today. Your setup looks perfect. It's you're perfectly clear.
Kind of pieced together.
Poles are all in sight. That's an awesome setup, by the way.
I appreciate it. It's just tossed together with some uni strut strapped to a bass boat, so it's kind of a mix mash of everything. But
that's 47 awesome people in here already. That's crazy. 3+1 outdoors. How you doing? Wild Turkey. Good morning. So I know we were talking the other night during the you were watching the Iron Cat the other night, and we were talking back and forth, and you landed yourself a couple good fish there the other night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It died down well right when right after sunset, which is kind of surprising. But
yeah,
it seemed like at slack tide everything started biting, which is kind of the opposite of what you normally hear.
well, that's kind of what happened to me. We ended up having just that one bite. That the whole Iron Cat was we had that one bite, which ended up being the 44-inch or about a 50-pounder.
Yeah,
and that was our only bite for the whole night. And I know that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I got a couple dinks earlier, and then yeah, nothing for the longest time. Like I think right after y'all were eliminated off the challenge, there's just nothing, and then all of a sudden, like I said, it slack tide just started picking up, at least where I was, and then you got.
Well, we noticed just activity because there was nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, in the James River, you normally at least see you see some shad or you see some bass or carp topping the water. There was nothing. It was just, I was like, man, that's when I was getting a little worried.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't think this is working out for me tonight.
It's so funny this time of year. They seem so unpredictable. But
yeah,
I'm still new to the game. I'm trying to learn all the patterns and everything. I really just started getting into this like less than a year ago when I did actually get this boat. So still out there learning.
Yeah, and you know, it's always I've fished for almost 5 decades before this, and let's see, Uncle Lou's in the house. How you doing, Uncle Lou? Bigfoot preppers jumping out of here. All right, Bigfoot, thank you again. Thank you so much. 3+1 is in the house. How's it going? All right, Bigfoot. We will talk later on today. Well, thank you, Uncle Lou. Yeah, it just kind of that just kind of happened yesterday with Bigfoot and Dobson, and the next thing I know, I'm getting phone calls and texts and check your subs, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then bam, we were over 1,000. Now, Luther, I know I see you post a lot on. We got Michael Murillo in the house. How's it going? I've seen a bunch of different posts on Facebook with James River report.
Oh yeah.
Are you do you have a YouTube channel? Is that something that's in your future?
Not particularly. Like I just got a camera for the boat just to kind of log my trips and everything. I don't really have at least I don't think I have the time to I know it takes a lot of work to edit and plan and all this stuff. So that's not really in the works for now. But I figured I'd just start posting just some interesting videos of just
Yes. Well,
basically just
I know a lot of your posts in James River is very helpful. That report there, you've got the people back and forth, and some people put things in there, and other people put things in there to try to help people out. And I know you do a good job with that. You've been really on the channel. You've been in chat and posting different things back and forth with me that, hey, we're getting this down here, or that's going up there, and I really, the Roman reporter kind of.
I think it's pretty neat when you have a community like this on the same body of water, at least, and at least locally, it's pretty cool.
Well, from what I have heard, Elston, how you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. Happy birthday to Stan3. We got 44 awesome people in here. Yes, Uncle Lou, I've got to get in touch with you this afternoon because Stan3 won the Uncle Lou's rod on the Iron Cat the other night. Rebecca, thank you so much for dropping out the links there. So yeah, we're probably, this is probably not the first time you're going to see Luther. We've been talking that on the Sundays when we're out here doing STANday and he's out on the river, he's going to pop in here and there and give us some reports, or if he's getting a good bite or a nice fish, we'll, it's just one extra thing that will get to pop up on the channel and people will get to see because Luther, just like us, he loves the James River, and it's an amazing, amazing fishery. And it does. It takes it takes time to learn the spots, learn the techniques, and every day is a little different.
Yeah, and the river's so dynamic, it's kind of intimidating at first because you got so many different places and different conditions, and so it's kind of neat that we can do this collaboration to kind of at the same time learn together and then kind of teach everybody else. It's like, okay, so this is what's going on over here at this time of day, this time of year.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's been amazing the times we've gone back and forth before where we may be up on a spot that's, or, we've found bait or the bite's on up there, and, you just go a few miles downriver and it's like nothing.
Oh, yeah. Take down that. Oh. We can let it go. Yeah, you let go. Just a teaser. See what we got going on. I found one shad this morning.
Yeah, Luther was telling me earlier it was tough finding the bait today.
Pull that up. Something very very conservative with my shad here. I have one shad and chicken, so I'm doing the challenge, I guess. Right now I'm sitting on the edge of a pretty deep channel where there's a pretty steep drop off just over here to my right. And that hit actually came from the deeper water. And these rods are kind of in between.
I'm glad you brought that point up because that is pretty much what we try to do. I think a lot of people out there do the same thing. Is you get some rods in the deeper water, some up on the edge, some a little shallower, and you let the fish kind of tell you where they're at.
Mm. Yeah, I caught one earlier this morning, a little further upstream, right in the main channel in the deep water, and it's kind of interesting because the last couple trips, everything's been hitting like mid water suspended in 30 feet of water, but they're all hitting at 15, 10 feet. So.
You know what? And we've been experiencing the same thing. It's been up on that, close to deep water, and that's one of the. I think no matter what time of year, that's some of the most productive areas. Is that where you have deeper water, closer to the shallow water, and when you've got that combined, they kind of move back and forth, and but now today everything, like I said, moved out. I don't know if it's because of all the rain, maybe it's got them out in the deeper channels again. But
even after the tropical storm went through, I fished the morning after, and the river actually, it wasn't any higher. It just seemed just a little more muddy. And then I went I think the Iron Cat was that night actually. And then that was one of the better days I've had in a while. So, but they still weren't all the way at the bottom. But it's overcast today. There's not as much surface activity as there has been, so I guess they're taking it easy.
Okay, let's see. Dale, who's that fishing? Just got back in chat. Well, Dale, this is my good friend Luther. He fishes here on the James River. You've probably seen him in chat a bunch of times. He'll be dropping in chat and saying, we've caught bait up here, we've got a hit down here, or we're not doing something here. We've kind of mentioned back and forth like that, which, like he was saying, I think it's totally awesome. And we've kind of been going back and forth, and Luther does do some posts in the Facebook group here for the James River, and he doesn't have a channel himself yet. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Yes, we just hit that yesterday. Thanks to each and every one of y'all. And Willie put out a stream yesterday to get it going, and then Bigfoot Prepper, and then Prepping 101 actually kept it going from there. Yes, and I had no idea. All of a sudden yesterday afternoon, my phone starts going crazy, and people are like, "Check your subs, check your channel." And bam, it was over a K, and now we're at almost 1.2K already. So thank you. But yeah, it just I preach consistency, and then this morning I end up being late, and we were doing some things last night, and I think it was like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stay here, and I'll go on STANday. I knew I wasn't gonna have a ride out to the water, and I wasn't gonna be fishing, but trying to get in touch with STAN3. Well, next thing I know, it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm waking up, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
I know that feeling.
But thank you, Luther, for putting some fishing on the show today.
Of course. Any way I can help out. It seems kind of fun to do the live thing. I guess it seems like live fishing is a little more interesting to watch than pre-recorded fishing,
Yeah, you know what? It kind of it depends on how well your chat goes, and if you've got people out there in the chat that kind of when the fish aren't cooperating and they aren't biting, it's important to have the chat out there, because then that's what kind of keeps everything going. Well, yes, it definitely is. The live stream fishing is the big thing right now, because you never know when something's going to happen. Friday night we were out there that whole time from 6 o'clock, and all of a sudden 10 minutes before the show ends, that almost 4 foot long fish takes that little pole for a ride.
was definitely an awesome finale, that's for sure.
Yes, and Potomac River did it all night long, but James River, we came through right at the end, so at least we put up a good showing.
Oh yeah, that's a good question there. On the James River, I guess technically the Upper James, upstream of Hopewell, down at Dutch Gap. I don't know how to explain it exactly. More specifically, in fishing around the Jones Neck cutoff.
There you go. See, basically the James River, it's 300 and something miles long, and then if you include the river that comes into it, it's over 400 and something miles long. It's all contained in the state of Virginia. It's one of the longest rivers that are contained within the one state. I mean, it's beat by a river up in Alaska and some out in Texas and et cetera, but basically then it's divided into two parts. You've got from the fall line, which is up above Richmond, that on up is not affected by the tide. But from that fall line just up above Richmond all the way down to the Chesapeake Bay is that's tidal waters, and it's controlled by the marine resource. It's considered salt water. They actually come all the way up here to Richmond to enforce the regulations and thing. We have striper that come up in the beginning part of the year, white perch, and the hickory shad. Do you do any of the hickory shad fishing in the spring of the year?
I did for my first time this year. That was loads of fun.
They
fight so good.
That's when you hear the rest of the country talking about skipjack, it is basically the same fish, except that skipjack are freshwater. They're landlocked freshwater, and the skipjack are landlocked freshwater, and the hickory shad come from saltwater up to spawn. It's basically about the only difference between them. But yeah, it's just it only happens for about a month around here, and it is just a blast. You go out there with some small spoons and jigs, and man,
I thought it would.
And this was an off year. This was an off year for him. Central Valley Adventures. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good morning. 49 awesome people watching. Hilljack's in the house. How you doing, Hilljack? Rebecca, thank you so much for putting out everybody's links there. All right, Thomas, you're going to be fishing at Torrey Lake, Tennessee. That is awesome. Good luck to you today, my friend. I hope that goes well. Let's see. All right, I got a message from Avid Fisherman that he's got a trash bag challenge. I know that's important to a lot of us to keep our rivers clean. It's more so important for bank fishermen, but it does help the river in general. Around here it's very tough. The bank spots are not easy to come by, and when they get trashed and everything left out there, it makes it even harder to find nice, good bank spot. So,
man, for sure.
Y'all can check out Avid Fisherman's challenge there. So we'll see what's going on. Maybe if maybe in a little bit we'll have Avid come up and talk about that if he's available. You said you've been fishing. You've been fishing for a year. What's the big fish that you've pulled out of the river over there? Wayne, how's it going?
Biggest one? Sorry, I was turning the volume up. Well, a buddy came out on my boat with me right after I got it, and he technically landed a 60-pound blue. That's the biggest one so far. For the boat record, I've gotten a 50. And now my next goal is at 80.
There you go. And once you get that first, thank you, Wayne. Great to see you. Great to see you. that's pretty much how the addiction starts. Is you land one nice fish.
Oh yeah.
Sharina, how you doing today? Good morning. Good morning. Bins and fines. Bob is in the house. Welcome, 53 awesome people. Thomas Garrett. Yeah, I've seen places block off the fishermen just because people would not pick up their own trash. Really stinks. Always bring a trash bag and some grabbers, y'all. Yes, if you go bank fishing, even in the river, try to leave it better than you found it. That's always some good advice. There's Amanda A and B Outback Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. Seems like it was just a couple hours ago I was talking with you. Wait a minute. It was just a couple hours ago. Outdoors Addiction. How you doing? Will O. 3+1. Great to see everybody. So, was there something that got you started in? Have you catfished before, or it was just something that
I've
because
been fishing for as long as I can remember. Going down. My first memory of fishing was going down to Falling Creek Reservoir up in Richmond with my dad, and a bamboo pole, literally cane pole, line, old school, and saw him pull some bluegill out of the water, and that's when it was just like, that's amazing.
Yep.
Fortunately, I was able to grow up right next to a body of water, Falling Creek, so me and my friends had a lot of time to just do some fishing. Nothing major in that lake, but
Well, that is funny because I'm about 5 minutes away from Fallen Creek myself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
up
So,
Chippenham, that area, big
yep.
old lake.
And it is packed with bluegill.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that was a big one. It's the bad part about this part of the river. This little cut through here is very narrow, so all the boat traffic comes right through here.
Man, that came out of nowhere. Made me think I was right out there with you.
No, it's a big one. And, but anyway, yeah, started out there, and actually, it's funny. For like 15 or 20 years, or 15 years growing up there, I never caught a single catfish. And then a buddy Mike and I, we've been fishing together since we were 5 years old, basically. And we decided to try jug fishing one time. And first catfish I've ever seen come out of that lake was probably about a 20, 30-pound catfish jug fishing.
Really?
Yeah. So that's when we kind of got hooked on the catfishing thing, and figured out that the James River was, one of the best fisheries for it. So of course.
You know what? Isn't that crazy? It's like it doesn't. You would think there would be like big signs in Richmond. Welcome to Richmond, home of the James River, the blue cat. But there really isn't. There's no. It really isn't promoted around here.
It may or may not be a bad thing.
Yeah, which may or may not be. That is true.
Yeah, but everybody who's into fishing definitely knows about it. So.
Yeah, and like you said, you catch that first one that's like 20, 30 pounds,
Yeah.
and if you're into fishing, that's going to make you say, hey, I like that. I'm going to try to get another one of those, and
yeah,
you're kind of hooked from there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, because my fishing buddy actually got his boat first, and we tried some catfishing. Just had no idea what to do really. We knew we needed shad, and we needed some heavy weights. And it was a little while before we started getting up to the citation level, and then once we started figuring a few things out, I feel like getting skunked makes me want to go fishing more. It's kind of ironic.
That is funny, Luther, because I say the same exact thing. You enjoy catching those big ones, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
But it's those days where you don't get anything that it's like, man, I got to get back out there. I got to get it,
Yeah, exactly.
And I agree with you totally 100% because you know they're there. It's like, well, what didn't I do right, or what could I have done different? I know they're there. I know I can get one of those. What can I do this time?
Exactly. Try something a little different, but yeah, it just makes you much more interested to go back out as soon as possible. At least for me.
I'm right with you. This is one of the comments we get a lot of times. Parker Pursuit says James River is on my bucket list, and just like a lot of other places, you better have more than one day because that James River can be. We got Muskrat Adventures, who's seems to be about to be making a trip maybe to the James River here. Thank you very much, Muskrat. I appreciate that. Yes, we did go over that 1,000 mark yesterday. Unbelievable. And yes, he is on my way to the James. So, Roger coming from Ohio. We got Lee Ann says up to the citation level. Luther likes living on the edge.
Yep. Yeah, right on the left, right on the edge.
We got Ram Diaz, Rams Bait and Tackle, San Antonio. Catfish Heroes, good morning, morning. 53 awesome people watching. Thank you so much. Free Handley Made. Love that. Remind me of the deep sea charter boat I used to help on.
Comes all the party boats.
Yeah, this is that is the one thing this time of year that you don't find out there in February. In February, you pretty much got the river to yourself.
Yeah, another reason why it's good to go night fishing during the summer. Aside from the temperature.
Oh.
Finally something. I guess that scared them up.
Woo! Fish on.
It feels bigger because the current's so strong.
Yes.
First live fish.
There you go, Luther. Way to go. Thank you so much.
Your little heater. And that was on the chicken, actually.
Chicken, it works. So I was talking with Luther a little bit earlier, and that's why you always want to have a good plan B bait. If we have our choice, Leanne says very pretty. Kentucky Patriot, that's what I'm talking about. Boom. Yes. And Muskrat Adventures does a lot of live fishing like I do. He said every live fish is worth double, and that is so true.
Yeah, I was convinced I wasn't going to get anything because it's my first time going live and all that. So,
well, I can't tell you how much you've helped me out today. I appreciate it. I could not get out there myself this morning, and we still put the James River and a Catfish on the live today. So thank you very much.
Oh yeah, of course. Figure I'm out here anyway.
Glad
to be. Chicken.
Dan from Grn Mchn Outdoors says, congrats on the first live fish. That's hard to do as quick as you did it. That's it's actually pretty impressive.
I'm just dropping these straight down because the current carries it like 30 yards downstream anyway. So,
Luther, you know what? That has been that technique right there has actually been working quite a bit for us. Dropping it down and letting it go, and that has been no cast needed kind of thing. We've caught some of our biggest ones right there, right at the boat. It's been crazy.
Oh yeah, doing the suspended thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient for covering some ground, especially if they're hanging out around the structure.
Leanne wanted to know, what weight is your sinker, Luther?
That one I just have, I think, a 5-ounce on it. Two of them have drift sticks on them because there's a lot of snags right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't even. They're probably not even sitting on the bottom right now, to be honest, because there's so much current. And I have one 10-ounce on this side to try to keep it in that main channel.
Mm-hmm. That is I'm glad that you brought that technique up there. All right, Dobson. Time for my hour nap. Love you all. Congratulations. Happy birthday, STAN3. We're absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you for being you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, Willie started the live stream yesterday with Bigfoot prepping, and they were both on their channels, and bam, we're up to almost 1.2 already. Unbelievable. We started out at 936 yesterday and 1.2 today, or 1.19. So just crazy. And I always preach consistency. And here I was today, late for STANday, really late for STANday. We were up on different channels most of the night, and I think it was, like I said, about 7 o'clock, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to bed now. It's only another hour, and end up falling asleep. So, okay, let's see. There you go. Leanne's asking a question there. What was that drip sinker you mentioned, Luther? I missed that part.
Sorry, drip sinker. Or a drip stick, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I was partying last night. I can't even find my hater blockers right now. So. I needed a nap. All right. Thank you, Dobson. Thank you. But I thank you so much. I'm glad that we got to put that fish on the live stream. That officially, with Catfish Dave, that said, well, it's a video, and we put a fish on it. It's a fishing video.
Fishing video. There you go.
56 awesome people. Thank you all so much. That's right. Parker put out there, Catfish community is so awesome, so amazing. When channels get close to that 1,000 mark, they make sure it gets there, and that is awesome. And not only Catfish community here on YouTube, you meet some awesome people out there like Luther. We haven't, we come across each other here on the YouTube, and Grn Mchn, and and you see some people posting on the James River Facebook page, and the fishing, catfishing, especially, not only YouTube but all over. It's you meet some awesome people that are willing to help you out and do things, and because we all have that love for fishing.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a good group of people, good community. Not just around here, no matter where you are. So.
Yep, and I think.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on my channel. I've got a couple like drone videos, and
I'm
more into videography, not really content, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't have a lot to talk about normally, so.
But you're doing an amazing job. It's like you've been doing this forever. You've jumped right on. You caught a fish. You had a bite, and you've been explaining techniques. So that you're doing awesome.
because I've been watching you for so long.
Oh, thank you.
Get all my inspiration from you.
I try. I really do try. We got my. Oh, there you
Still
go.
learning a bunch, but I'm glad to share anything I can. Anything I learn. So.
Dan
Oh yeah,
Green.
Dan, I meant to tell you. I ended up getting the Osmo that you mentioned to me the other day. Did some reviews on, or looked at some reviews on it, and seemed like that would be the way to go. So far, it seems pretty good. I think I posted one video I took the other day as like a quick test, and that should be on my channel, I think. So you can, if Dan is interested, you can see the quality of it.
You know what? And a lot of times that's how it starts. It's we started the channel. We were just going out fishing. Sunday was the morning that I could get out there with Stand 3. Oh, we're about to get a rocking, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's a bad thing about this little bass boat. It's so light and feel every wake.
I see Fishing with the Chad out there. Remember, Fishing with the Chad, his link is out in my description. His link is going to be out in my description from now until he gets to 1K. I think Fishing with Chad, totally awesome. He does a great job. He has a. Yeah, I know I keep promoting it, but that video, that Kentucky double rig, that is one of my most favorite rigs to use. Maybe it's because I'm old school. I don't know, but he does a great video on that. So Fishing with the Chad, make sure you check him out. That description, like I said, his link is out in the description. Klingon Princess, good morning, good morning. Bigfoot Prepper back in the house. We got hooks and hammocks back in. As live. Austin, 56 awesome people. Lake Ferry, great to see you again in just a couple hours. Tooth Fairy, good morning, good morning. Snake River, how's it going? Free Handley Maid, thank you for coming in. Love seeing all the names. Rebecca, thank you for putting Hook's link up there. Hook's another one, totally awesome. Grn Mchn says he's waiting for that Osmo action to drop.
Oh, there's a 2 coming out? Of course there's a 2 coming out now since I got one.
Dan is another one that he is willing to help people out, share what he knows, and everybody grows together. I've really enjoyed taking the time and fishing with him. Okay. Yeah, and that is like I said, Luther, you did a great job. That is the perfect Trippy in your first time on live. You got the poles right there. You couldn't have set it up any better. That's a great job.
Yeah, just trying to figure out what would work, sticking a selfie stick in a rod holder.
That is the one thing that once you get going with this, it's Dan's got the clamp that we normally put up on the windshield, and you got this, you just figure out what works. And
yeah, I got my Osmo set up on the front of my boat on my my stern light on the bow, actually. If you can see it up here, sitting right there. Catfish Dave style, so all my videos are from that same angle. People are probably wondering why I'm driving around with my stern light on the front of my boat.
John Boys, good morning, good morning. Lee Ann says, it looks very professional, Luther. And I gotta admit, like I said, it looks like you've been doing this for a while, as opposed to your first live. You've got it. It's perfect. It looks really good and crystal clear. You've got everything set up perfect. So I can't thank you enough for popping in here.
Of course. I'd like to do it more often.
Hooks and Hammock says, forgive me, but I am not sure I know who Luther is. Well,
The mystery.
yes.
One of the lurkers.
for those that I'm sure, and there, Grn Mchn has it right there. Luther is the man. That he's been pretty much, I think, for a while now. You've been dropping comments in the chat, and you've been out there a lot of the STANdays where we've been out, and you know, he's put the comments in there. We're getting bait here or not here. Or, you know, we've had some of it might be kind of cryptic because you know, it's I don't know. Should I throw it out there? Where?
I'm not afraid of sharing information. I don't have any secret spots really.
Nah, you know, it's the only time it gets with the limitation of bank spots, it's tough. With limitation of bank spots, great work by the camera guy.
Yeah. I mean, photography and videography has been one of my hobbies for a little while, so I got that part down, just not the content part, really.
Well, I tell you what, Bigfoot Prepper says, Luther going to be a YouTube star with these skills.
And just the camera angles.
That's the hardest part for a lot of us, though.
Do some fish.
Catfish regulators, Aaron's in the house, 54 awesome people. Duke City Anglers, how's it going, my friend? Solo Texan. Fishing frustrations from the UK, great to see you. Philip Williams, good morning, good morning. Well, we have, anybody else got any other questions out there while we got Luther right here with us? He is out on the James River right now. Like I said, Luther's been in the chat. You've seen him a bunch of times in the chat. Catfish Regular says, Stan, you hear about the new North Carolina record? I did not. I thought I heard mention of some record, but what was it, regulators? Grn Mchn says, time to cut some grass and catch a monster.
I'll try.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. We'll see you later, Dan. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some fishing next week. We got Muskrat Adventures is coming up to the James River here. And then we got Aslive going to be joining us. Woo! 127 pounds out of the Roanoke, which comes out of Lake Gaston. Catfish Regulators fishes down at Lake Gaston with LG Bass. And they have been, they do fishing on the dock down there. So y'all want to check out Catfish Regulators. Almost always pulling some nice fish up on the dock out of Lake Gaston. And the new North Carolina record came from the tributary that's leading out of Lake Gaston. So that's awesome. I've seen some big fish pulled from there.
That's one of my bucket list places to go. That's for sure.
It's funny. Here we are on the James, and we're like, yeah, I got this bucket list place and that bucket. And people that aren't here, like, James is my bucket list place. So
And they were like, oh, North Carolina. That place is so big, though. It seems that's very intimidating.
Fishing Frustration says 127 pounds. That's a big fishy. Yes, it is. You get 30 and above, and that's a big fishy. So imagine 100 pounds added onto it. It's Solo Texan Adventures 1-800-intervention.
You just keep wanting more.
It is.
Better lending that. My that 60-pounder I mentioned earlier actually broke the net that I originally had. So
I'm glad that you brought that up because Well, their Bigfoot prepper said, just hook set Luther. Thank you very much, Bigfoot. You know what? If you know what's great about that, Luther, if you know you're into the video side of it, if that's something you decide to do and you already have some people behind you already, it really makes it a lot easier because when you put that first video out and do those things, you've already got people that are used to who you are, and it helps you get a start if it's something that you're looking to do. So that's
I think
awesome.
it'd be something kind of fun to do on the side. You know, I'm not gonna. I doubt I'll
Yep.
have any time to consistently put out content. You know, but you know, something every once in a while, some montage of a couple trips here and there.
Yep. It's you know, that's really how my channel started. We were just going out on Sunday mornings, and I'm like, you know what? I'll put a couple things up. I don't know anything about cameras. I don't know anything about videos, but it was a place where I figured I could put some stuff up there with my son and myself and my granddaughters. And next thing I know, here I am over at K. We got STANday morning every Sunday morning, and it just you know, it goes from there. So
I know you're busy keeping. That's a lot of stuff to keep up with too. So definitely appreciate all the work you put into it, all the live streams.
thank you so much.
Because, like I mentioned earlier, I work every other Sunday, but fortunately, you know, I work next to a computer, so even if I can't listen the whole time, I can have STANday up on the screen. So, you know, I always got it up somewhere. I might not be able to participate in chat, but that's, you know, that's my window to the fishing world while I'm stuck at work. So
I can't thank you enough for being there. Nose picking. Nose picking. Love the name. The water reminds me of the video of the Missouri River Monsters. I know what that was, by the way. Well, we are here in the James River in Virginia, but yeah, it's that is a pretty cryptic kind of sight going back there. You got the clouds and looks a little foggy way in the background, and
yeah, it did start to get a little hazy back there for some reason. Upriver, it's not, but I don't know why it is downriver.
that's what I'm saying. The James River is something. You can go just a couple miles, or just not even that far, and it's a totally different river.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I think the angle where I am now, it makes the river actually look, you know, narrow.
But there is spots like that, and that's one of the things that I like to look for is those pinch points. Where you go from bigger river and things are flowing through, because that's the travel corridors they'll use. They'll get up in there. Those are always good spots if you can find them on the river. And the Upper James, I get to be the middle Upper James, or most people consider this where we fish a lot is Upper James.
Yeah, it's a very broad term.
Yeah, it's like it's like fishing deep when you're talking about catfish. Well, it depends on where you're talking about, because fishing deep, we've got 90, 100-foot holes where some people fishing deep is 15 foot. So
yeah, exactly. Or I got my Lowrance chart plotter. I first got it. I was going through all the settings, thinking, okay, well, I got shallow, general, deep waters. I was like, well, this is kind of deep because I was fishing 50 foot of water. So I was like, deep. And they're like, oh, I looked at the manual and the shallow setting is for up to 300 feet. It's like, well, I don't know what setting that, changes in the sonar itself, but we'll have to learn it.
Shallow. You were fishing shallow today, 295 feet.
Exactly.
That sounds, I don't know if you follow Epic catfishing up, but that sounds like something Epic would say. SF Outdoors said, did good on the blues yesterday at Bugs Island. Just couldn't find the big ones. Main channel ledges produce the most fish. And that, time and time again, it's those ledges you hear either just off or just above. That's why I say the deep water, where it transitions to shallower water. And again, we're using, relative terms, for the water that you're on. But those ledges, a lot of times, tend to be that travel area where fish are coming up and out of. And that's where you'll find the active fish a lot of times.
That or any kind of bottom contours, depending on it. You know, well, the James River also has the variable of the currents and the plus the tide. So
yes, that is. If you haven't fished Tidal River, hey, there's our friend Craig the Hunter. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Pulled the planer board on the bottom side of the ledge and kept the other board up on the top side of the ledge. Yep. Oh, that's all right, Craig. I was a little late myself. Luckily, I got my good friend Luther here, who is he was out on the river and said he'd be coming up and making his first live appearance. And within about 15 minutes, already landed his first live blue catfish, the James River blue catfish.
it's a little one.
But it, you know, like people said, that that first live fish is a lot of times it takes some people. You know, we think are the camera is the fish camera shy? How do they know that the camera's on?
Oh, yeah, they know a lot more than you think. And then my buddy and I were convinced one of the best ways to get fish to start biting, at least, is to once you start talking about leaving or moving, that's when they're going to start actually biting. But just enough to keep you in that same spot.
Exactly.
It never fails.
Thank you, Rebecca, for putting all the links out there. Great to see all the different communities coming together.
It is kind of eerie looking behind me.
Right? It comes, you know, the James River, and I'm sure there's other rivers across, you know, the United States, but hey, Polar Bear's out in the house. Good morning, Polar Bear. Kentucky Patriot, great to see you. 659 awesome people. Thank you so much.
How long are you going to be live today? It depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Gotcha. I was thinking about moving spots, trying a different technique here. So
yeah, if you want, that's great.
You want a little bit later?
Yeah, you want to do that? That's awesome. If I'm still here,
all right.
We'll see how it goes. Luther, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you for coming on.
Oh yeah, of course. It's been fun.
Yeah, and the chat seemed to enjoy it. So you know, if you're out there, this will probably turn into a regular thing. We'll have our roving river reporter Luther out there and
checking in. There's some action at least.
That is awesome. Yeah, all you got to do that same link that I sent you. If when you're ready to come back in, just click back on that, and you'll come right back in.
Okay, cool. Well,
all right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll go around the corner here, and I'll check back in if there's anything good to see.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'll see you guys.
See ya. Well, that was great. Luther making his live debut and then popping the fish right away. That was awesome. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, that was great to see Luther. He's been in the chat almost every single week. You know, that's what I say. You know, when you're fishing is one of those things that, especially catfishing, you know, it's our job kind of to be that ambassadors out there. That's how we're going to keep our image changing. And it was awesome. You know, Luther, I haven't met him yet. He's come into the lives. He fishes the same areas. He's talked with Grn Mchn. And yes, that was awesome stuff. That was his first time doing live. He did a great job. The picture and audio was awesome. So thank you very much. Uh, there was a question up here somewhere. Will O, did you get a weight or a measurement on the big blue y'all caught on the Dock Demon on Friday's Iron Cat? It was 44 inches long. We didn't have the tape measure to go around the belly, but it was approaching. If we weighed it chunky style, it was definitely 50. It was say upper 40s to 50 pounds, right around in that time, right around in that weight. A month from now, that's probably a 60 pounder or better, because those the big blues are coming off spawn. He still had some spawn marks that were healing up, and when they come off spawn like that. Well, thank you, Klingon Princess. We appreciate that. And I love the different families coming together. We're up to 55 awesome people. Just exploring every path. Great to see you. Kentucky Patriot Nose Picking, how you doing? Remember to take children fishing. That's another one that that's what, as ambassadors of our sport of fishing and catfishing. Remember to take children fishing always. Great memories. And, not only great memories, that's how we pass down what we've learned and what we know and what they can go and learn more. So I totally agree with you, Kentucky Patriot. Just dropped in to say good morning to everybody. Got to get ready and go to church. Still on after church. I'll drop back in. God bless everybody. John Boy, I can't thank you enough for being out there every STANday, every Sunday morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not sure how long it's going to go today. We've got Bible study this afternoon at 2 o'clock on Eric Burnside channel. And Bigfoot, that was that was a pretty impressive bullhead. Like we said, hey, any fish, you're in good company here, because any fish is a good fish. That's we respect all of them, and it doesn't matter. I still get one of the biggest fish that people talk about with me was about a 10-inch catfish that I targeted in one of the one of the tournaments that I was in. So they all count, they all matter. It's the experience of being out there, and so hey, those bullheads like that's some of my favorite fish. That's what I used to, when I was upstate New York, that's what I used to, that was our catfishing, was going out and catching those bullheads. It wasn't until I moved down here to the James River and really started getting into catfishing that we've just like Luther was saying, you upgrade your bait, you upgrade your hooks, the line, the reel, blah blah blah. The best way to Muskrat Adventures says it. Roger says the best way to catch a big fish, the big fish of your dreams, the best way to catch it is to prepare for it and catch it. If you're going for an 80-pound fish, well, you better have the stuff that can handle an 80-pound fish. And if you're going for a 10-pound fish, have the gear that is rated for that and targeted for that, and you'll have a blast with that. All right, just exploring every path. Thank you for coming in. Snake River says if a link gets dropped, I'm hook setting them. There you go. Be prepared to catch a big fish every time you go. And that is that is it. And the other night in the Iron Cat, I was checking the lines before I put them out, and I found a knot up in the line. Well, that little overhand knot, that tangle knot that gets in there, the wind knot, some people call them, that got in there, and you get a big fish, that fish of a lifetime, that little knot will weaken the line and you'll end up losing that big fish. Sergeant Nut just got my first ever walleye. It was a monster about 6 inches long. Muskrat, I'm here listening, brother. All right, thank you. Yes, that is you know, that advice that you gave there for anybody that's out targeting those big fish is you know, just be prepared to catch it. Have the have the right line. Make sure you're checking the leaders. Make sure you got the right hooks, the right line strength, your rod, everything. You know, if you're out there targeting that big fish and going for that big fish, you know, you're not going to get it every time out, and it may be a month or 2 months. But when that big fish hits, you're going to be ready to catch it, and that makes all the difference. Oh, we've got the Chad and the Chad. And yes, for those that didn't see, you know, that to me, that is what fishing is all about. Bigfoot Prepper was out fishing yesterday, and there were some kids fishing next to him who caught I think it was like a 25-inch bass, probably 7 to 8 pounds based on the picture. It looked pretty close to that, maybe even a little bigger, and they were so pumped. Well, I got news for you. Even us that catch 50, 60 bigger catfish than that, even, we still get pumped. The Iron Cat the other night, when Brian B and his boy E there caught that big fish, they were screaming just like little kids. So, you know, that's what it's all about. We all get excited, but especially to see the kids out there and they do something like that and they get that big fish. That's just totally cool. Thank you, Muskrat, for putting that out there. You will find Fishing with the Chad's link in all of my descriptions from now on, in every video, every live. Yes, please do that. Thank you so much. We got Ryan Bortz in the house. How's it going, Ryan? Ryan, one of the great kayak anglers that's in our community. And you know, I think one of the things you see with kayaks, and I think it's actually, oh, we got Mike Greenwell that stopped in. How you doing, Mike? Great to see you. Greenwell Fishing, trying to get to that 4K watch hours. So he's got some awesome videos out there. You'll definitely learn some things. All right, Creel, thank you much for coming in, my broadcast brother. Appreciate you being in here. I don't know. The Chad, all he's got to do is be around and people throwing shots out, but he's got broad shoulders just like me. He takes it and it's turns it around. A lot of fun. Missy Kennedy, I had all the right stuff, just held my mouth wrong last night. Hey, sometimes that is all it takes. Game Time, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Mad Catter, good morning. Sorry I missed you there before. Yes, Ryan Bortz. Okay, getting back to the kayaks. I am like totally hooked on this the bumper board that they used. That they use for you know, they measure their fish in inches. And I tell you what, after fishing with Dan and STAN3, we're having that board where you're putting that out there. It's just so much better for the fish. You just lay it out on that board. You get the measurement. Even if you put the tape measure around it to get the girth, and you do the formula to get the weight. Really, I see why they do that in the kayaks. I mean, I understand, you know, it's hard for them to stand up and you get 50 pounders and whatnot and try to, but man, that board is just awesome. And you go with the length and you get the girth around it and do the formula, length time girth divided by 800, and Dan and myself, we've been noticing it really is pretty close. Yes, Chad and I were in a severe, extreme battle for last place, and I'm proud to announce that we tied that. Neither one of us managed to catch a fish the other night, so. Randall Rhino, how's it going? Randall, great to see you. Philip Williams, thanks for coming in. And the other thing with the kayak anglers, I think why they do so well. Sure, Bigfoot, we can do that. The other thing with kayak anglers and why they do so well is, in a kayak, there's only so much water that you can cover. So it makes you focus on where you're fishing at. So you're going to try to take advantage of the best. You're going to try to figure out, okay, how can I catch the fish in this area? And it forces you to go through the water a lot slower. Where if you've got a motorboat, a lot of time you're just flying right over top of fish because you're thinking, okay, I can go here, I can go there, I'm going to need to go over here, I'm going to go. And a lot of times, you're going over the fish that you could have caught. I think the kayak forces you to slow down and fish those areas that we might have overlooked before. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Chad, it is, we can go out there and have fun and promote this great sport of catfishing and promote our family like we did. There is no last place. We are all winners. And I know that sounds whatever, but Missy Kimmy, Stan and Chad, now I know how y'all felt in the Iron Cat. Everybody taking shots. You know what, Uncle Jeep? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, dang, we need to. I'm gonna get rid of all these big poles, and I'm gonna start fishing with just these short ones. That's right, Bigfoot prepper and avid with everybody calling him Bigfoot. Man, I don't know, Chad. Avid's got it out for us, I guess. Okay, planer boards. I'm sure there's people that can do a better job of it than me, but planer boards basically, we get our planer boards from Uncle Lou. Most of us. There's other ones, Blue Dog. Uh, there's a bunch of other ones. You find the ones that work best for you and that you like. But basically, what planer boards do, their primary function is when you're fishing from a boat, is you can you throw your line out, you connect, you put the planer board on, and what that does is it pulls out away from the boat. So your boat's moving or you're in current, and it pulls that line out away from the boat. So instead of if you've got 4 to 6 poles cast out and they're all kind of like pretty much right behind the boat, those planer boards, you can pull your lines out 30, 40, 50 feet off on each side of the boat. Then you've got the next lines out here, and then so you've got 6 lines, and you could be covering 100 feet of river space because the planer boards are pulling those lines out away from the boat. So that's the primary function of those, and just allows you to cover way more ground when you're fishing. They can be used from the bank. That is something that I've been talking about for a while, and I am just going to have to go do that and get that done. Brian Bortz, I'm out here trying to ensure my spot in round 2 of the national championship for kayak catfishing tournament. Well, good luck to you, my friend. Let's see. Fishing with a Chad. We just wanted everyone else to win. I threw out rods with no hooks, and Chad went to the Ohio. Oh, that's too funny. But yes, all those tournaments like that, you go there for fun. It's it's promoting the sport of fishing, catfishing, promoting our fish, how to take care of them, how to catch them, how to release them, uh, different techniques, showing the camaraderie that we all have. Thank you, Bigfoot. That's right. Uh-oh, Ryan Bortz. They've got their work cut out. Already put up 2 monsters. Mr. Kennedy, last night I didn't get nothing. Hey, it happens. It happens. Just like you said, now you know how Chad and I felt in Iron Cat the other night. All right, Bigfoot, going fishing later. Y'all have a blessed day. Well, thank you, thank you. Yes, we will see you later. The 2.0 Magician, Fishing Magician 2.0 has doing the Finesse Classic in 2 weeks. Don't miss it. Yes, the Finesse Classic that he's talking about, you can check out Fishing Magician 2.0 channel. They've got a tournament coming up. It's a Finesse Classic 8-pound test line and less. And the lighter line you use, the more it doubles the weight of the fish. So that should be a lot of fun. Boy, Missy in rare form today. Guess Chad and Stan are still practicing on how to catch and release, but you got to catch them to release them. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. That's all right. I was late myself. We had my good friend Luther came up on, and he had managed to put a blue catfish up on the screen, so that makes it a fishing live because we did see a catfish. All right, Rebecca, time for church. Hope everybody has a very blessed day and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, thank you. Ryan Bortz, if nothing changes by midnight, he will be head to head with Kayak catfishing for round 2. Well, good luck, my friend. That is definitely awesome. Oh, that's right, Missy. That's what we do. It's all in fun. I love it. Testing out the small stuff the other night. Oh, excuse me. All right, Solo Texan. Thank you for coming in. All right, Parker, I appreciate you being out there. Thank you so much. Appreciate what you do. Parker Pursuits. Another one has a great channel. He's heading out, getting some shad for today's trip. And bait is always key. Sometimes it's hard getting out there and finding that shad. And in the James River here, shad is the primary forage fish. bluegills, sunfish, whatever you want to call it. They do work. But day in and day out, shad is the key bait fish around here. Catfish, catfish heroes in the house. Missy is picking on me. Jay Fox Hunter, how's it going? Avid, I know you were out there talking about the garbage bag challenge. For more information on that, you can check out Avid Fisherman's channel. Let's see. Oop. That's a great feeling. Country boy, good morning, good morning. Excuse me. I will be live tonight, all right? Had so many, had to dump half to get my net up in the kayak. The Bushcraft Iron Tournament. Kelly's going to get practicing for it. Ryan Board said he got over 50 shad in the first cast today. And that happens a lot where it's either feast or famine with the bait like that. Philip Williams, it's going to be okay, Chad. I'm right there with you, Chad. But that's okay. That's what that's what this is all about. Country boy, thank you so much. Yes, definitely sending out some prayers to Missy. Ryan Bort's going to be doing a short live tournament update when my show ends. Yeah, I'm probably going to be out of here by noon or before noon there, Ryan. So that's awesome. Appreciate you being out there. We got Keto Homestead with Jess. Good morning, good morning. Yes, we did just get over the 1,000 yesterday. Unbelievable. Started out with Willie and Bigfoot, and I can't thank them enough. Then Prepping 101 kind of went from there, and we're at 1.19. Just unbelievable. You know, this time last year, I'm never I'm not even off the couch, and now we're already over 1,000, and just here every week talking with all you awesome people, and it's just it's absolutely amazing. Keto Homestead came over from Bigfoot. Well, thank you so much. Much love and respect for Bigfoot. Appreciate him and Lake Ferry being out there, and I appreciate all the new family members coming over. And Fishing with the Chad. Hopefully he can redeem himself in the Weekend Angler Summer Pool Tourney next weekend. And that is on the Weekend Anglers channel. That's fishing different pools up and down the Ohio River. So y'all might want to check that out. Leon Princess, Jess, good morning. I was picking. You just gotta laugh when you hear that. That's awesome name. There you go. There's Avid's channel out there. Yes, Craig, we did end up hearing about that. Prepping 101 will be on his backup channel, which is Prepping with all capital letters 101. If it's a pool, Chad, you might stand a chance. Wow, Avid. Now it's Chucky. I know you will finish last again in the pool party. I just don't understand. No problem, Craig. It was great to see you last night. I saw when Breppen did the raid over there. That was pretty cool. All right, Kelly's back to work. Thanks for stopping in, Kelly. Appreciate you. Said Avid will be live tonight after Palmetto Cats at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, Keto with Keto Homestead with Jess. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. My nose is going. I gotta probably excuse myself for a second. Well, that shows you what I know, Avid. Let's see. We got another. It looks like I see water up here again. How's it going, Luther?
I'll check back in one more time before you had to go. Got anchored back up in a slightly different area.
Looks like it's a little different there.
Yeah. There's a storm moving through like south of Petersburg, so I don't know if the change in pressures have anything to do with it, but I don't know. Might try something a little shallower. So.
Klingon Princess says, watching my numbers go up yesterday was like waiting for the odometer to roll over 100K, only better. Yeah, I had no idea that was going on. All of a sudden, my phone starts blowing up. People are saying to look at your channel, and man, it was just awesome. Oh, so now Avid's on Sundays. Okay, okay. So Avid at 8 o'clock on Sunday nights. Apache Adventures. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Apache. How you doing? It was beautiful. Thank you. Yes, I was just once I checked into, I was just in shock. Thank you, Philip. Yeah. It's awesome to have the support and love of everybody. It's just an amazing. I can't thank everybody enough. Truly, truly means so much to me. Ugly Dog Lures, good morning, good morning. All right.
A little further back to get a wider angle.
Yeah, well, again, you can see all the poles perfectly. Awesome job.
Very cool.
Thank you, Jay Fox. I appreciate that. Yes, we did get over the 1,000 mark yesterday. That was Apache. That was STAN3 that won the Uncle Lou's rod the other day. And it worked out great because today is his birthday, so he was real happy about that. Polar Bear, thank you so much. I try to help. I do what I can. Michael Murillo in the house. All right, so you're you moved over to a different area. Did you go a little deeper or just
In some shallower spots. I just went around the corner to one of the bends, I guess you could say. There's some structure, some rocky area up here, so, and then some drop offs. All the classic, this is what you look for kind of stuff. But much less current, so that's a good thing. Well, good thing for the weights I have right now on me.
Yeah, that's well, bringing up weights out in the description. Brad Cottle, Tidewater Weights. You can check him out. Facebook. Get in touch with him with Facebook. He does awesome pricing on the weights. So his link is also out in the description. Yeah, so we got Ryan Boritz has got his live set up to start at 12:05. So yes, we will be definitely out of here before 12:05. Y'all can check out Ryan Boritz. He is in the Kayak Championship, hoping to move on to round 2. So good luck to you, Ryan. I hope that goes well. So y'all can check him out at 12:05. So Luther, this morning you said you managed to get what, one shad? You said?
Yeah, a single shad in the gill net, and 3 or 4 catfish in the gill net, which is not fun.
And that's one thing here that we're lucky enough that because it is a tidal water, we're allowed to use gill net in the James River, and that does definitely help.
I got horse flies. Oh yeah, gill net's nice when it works. It gets a little frustrating after a little while because setting it up and taking it down, especially by yourself, is can get a little challenging with the current and the wind.
Yes, definitely. With 2 people, it's a little bit easier because one controls the boat, you nose it up, and you just kind of.
But when you're by you can keep the boat pointed in the right direction, because I know the first time I did my gill net solo, I got the trolling motor and everything, but it's like a magnet. The net went straight into the trolling motor.
Of course, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm seeing what I think looks like some bait swimming through under the boat on the sonar, so I might give the cast net a try. I don't know if I'm going to put that on video though, because of my skills.
John Euler Outdoors, good morning, good morning. Randall, how's it going?
I'm going to run up here and see what I can do. And of course, when I have my hands full, someone's going to take one of the rods down.
Well, that's how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Got 39 awesome people in the house. Uncle Lou, how you doing today? Uncle Lou's description is also out in the Uncle Lou's description. Uncle Lou's Facebook link is also out in the description. So looking at Terminal Tackle or Uncle Lou's rods, that's how you get in touch with him. That's right. We still got 38 awesome family members. I'm not sure how many thumbs up because you can't check that on StreamYard, but if you could hit the thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. $97 thumbs up, awesome. So we only need 3 more for 100. That is awesome. Thank you all so much. I can't thank Luther enough for this morning jumping in here. A good friend here from the James River. So we still did get put 101. Awesome. 103. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Michael Murillo. Don Euler, Uncle Lou, your rod landed 16-pound shovelhead last night. Flathead to the rest of the country, but or yellow cat or other various names in the rest of the countries. But yes, Fishin Chad number 105. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Palmetto. Yes, we are more than happy to check people out, and if that's something that you like, yep, check out the channel. If it's something you like and you enjoy, you watch it, you watch the video, leave a comment, and you'll be part of that channel's family members, and you go from there. Michael Murillo, Lauren's not only cute little Spitfire, but also very intelligent. Like Grimo, laid back listen after yesterday's awesome adventure. Oh, definitely knows. That's sharing is definitely something that we like doing. It's the I'll share you if you share me kind of thing that we try not to do over here, because in this what hurts us over here is when we start talking about that, they immediately come to our channels and they're looking for different things in different areas. So but I appreciate the comments about the awesome channel. Thank you so much. And yes, we do want to see everybody succeed and move forward. And if if you do enjoy the channel, please hit the button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And a lot of times, if you leave that comment on somebody's channel, most of us will check that person, will check their channel, and a lot of us will look in on them. And if we like their content, we're going to do the same. John Euler caught some flatheads or shovelheads. Caught both on bullheads in Ohio. Hello from the UK. Well, I didn't take second place. It was another awesome Iron Cat. Excitement right to the end. It was won by Brian B. Catfishing. He caught the most fish and the biggest fish also. I was lucky enough to be able to come back up on and was kind of there at the end. We managed to catch a big fish right as the tournament ended. So we were able to put a fish on screen for the James River. It just did not count in the tournament because we were already eliminated by then. But it's all about promoting the fish. It's all about promoting catfish. It's all about
Get something stole my bait. Didn't even notice it.
The fish on credit. Yep. Makes me happy. It was a nice one, yes. That's right. It was all about the catfish, practicing CPR, catch, photo, release, uh, camaraderie in our catfish family. So all of that was checked off. It was a great night. We had a lot of fun.
I can try drifting around this structure up here. Something different.
That's right. We don't quit fishing when the turn is up. We quit fishing when we're out of bait. Yeah, I think it was like 5 something in the morning when we finally got off the river. The tournament was over hours before that. Mark, no, I'm not. I wasn't able to get out this morning. Luckily, we got my good friend Luther here. He's out on the James River this morning. He has been in chat in almost all the STANdays and has left some, roving river reports out there.
Yep.
So he has made his live debut here with us this morning. So we were able to put a catfish up on the video.
Nothing impressive, but at least it's a fish.
Hey, it was a catfish, my friend, and it was up there. So yeah, that is Mike Greenwell. That's awesome. Was able to take 2 boys to fish with Terry Rogers for a 700 subscriber giveaway. They cashed in for winning it, and the boys caught a 31 pounder, a 27 pounder, 16 pounder, and multiple under 10.
Wow.
So that is a good day in any book.
Now the sun's coming out. Instantly got hot.
That is when it starts getting hot. Excuse me for just a second.
Now I'm by myself. Time for the stage party.
Sorry about that, Luke. I just got to blow my nose real quick.
You're good. I just noticed I was by myself all of a sudden, like, oh no.
But you know how it goes. Everybody wants to see the rods in the river anyhow.
There you go.
I will be right there.
Oh, you're good. I'm just doing a little drift through here, just waiting for something to get hung up.
All right, so we caught a 50-pounder while I was gone, right?
Yeah, exactly. You missed it all.
That is the story of my life. I always miss the fun parts. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I know first time on live. That's
It was all good. I was just checking the weather reports and the tide.
Mindy, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Yeah, the 1K was totally totally unexpected. Jacob, how you doing? He's got a channel out there, so if y'all want to check Jacob out, he went fishing yesterday. I got your email last night or this morning. I'll definitely gonna go check that out, Jacob. Let's see. Rain down here. Rain seems to be getting across the country right now for some reason. It's just everywhere. Mark, Captain Crappie, congrats on the 1K, Stan. Well, thank you very much. Came out of nowhere. Dobson and Bigfoot prepping, and then prepping 101 came in last night, and bam. Looks like they did drop some subs, but still past the 1K. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, I have said that myself, heroes. If I was close to the mark, you'd see us fishing probably 5-6 days a week. Stephen Corley in Mississippi Life, second day in a row, got rained out while picking the garden. All right, there's a good question from Apache Adventures. Bit of info on the setups. We see that you got orange line there. Like most of us cat fishermen, you have a coordinated setup.
Well, yeah, you gotta have an even number of both, right? These are big cat fever heavies. I sprung for the heavies because my buddy just has a bunch of medium lights, and when we were fishing, when I first got into it, I guess we were fishing a lot of current, so I needed to throw some really heavy weights. So the heavies do okay. I mean, it's not as fun for the smaller fish, obviously, but the boat record and my record actually came on ugly stick, medium heavy catfish rods that I started with, and fighting a 60-pound fish on a ugly stick was like, using a pool noodle. He couldn't get it.
It works. It catches them. There's probably been more fish on an ugly stick.
When you start getting near the motor and everything, and you can't pull them away from it, it gets a little scary.
Yep.
Fighting the bigger fish with the heavier rods definitely does help. And
we were talking to Roger earlier, and the best way to catch a big fish is to be prepared for catching a big fish. And
yeah, that was kind of my thought for it as well. So I'm running actually a slime line, 60-pound main line with a 80-pound Andy leader.
There you go.
It's definitely big enough to handle a lot of stuff.
Well, there is a ton of us out there that will agree with you. 1 day a week fishing. How you doing? Great to see you. Philip Williams out there. Catfish Heroes. Wonder why Epic has no ads in his live. Does he need to turn them on somehow? I believe so, but not totally sure about that. 1 day a week fishing, man. I wish I could fish 5 days a week, but according to your name, you can only fish 1 day a week. But excuse me. Thank you for coming in. Ugly Dog Lures found us on Jesse Lopez Outdoors. Great content. Thank you very much. Yes, I've been speaking a lot with Jesse lately. Love his energy and positivity. Got to get things done before hashtag Fish Church. See you there. Thank you very much, Klingon. We'll see you this afternoon at 2. What rigs is Luther using?
Yeah, right now I'm using their basic, not a Carolina rig. So sometimes I'm getting confused. STANday rig just with the slider,
Uh-huh.
leader with 10-aught hooks, triple threats, actually.
Triple 10-aught hook.
Yeah, Whisker Seeker triple threats. I just got them actually, and the hookup ratio definitely seems a lot better on them. So I'm a fan of them.
That is awesome. The biggest thing I noticed with hooks is make sure that that point is needle sharp. You want that point on that hook to be sharp because that's what's going to catch, and that little sharp hook is going to catch, and that's what digs it right in. So.
Oh yeah, because I had been using Gamakatsu circles, big cat circles, for
Uh-huh.
a while. And, they definitely caught some fish, but I feel like the design of the triple thread, at least with the deeper uh, J, whatever you want to call it,
The deeper bend, the deeper
yeah, the
gap.
deeper
Yep.
hook, it holds the bait a little better, so you can so it doesn't rotate back around on it. And uh, as far as sharpness, they seem pretty similar. But what I was noticing the other day is when I was using both the triple threats and the Gamakatsus was a lot more consistent hookups right in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Awesome, Jacob.
couple
Awesome.
of on them, got a couple rattlers on them. The setups tend to change every so often, so I don't exactly remember what I put on them.
We got J Dog's going fish in the house. J Dog, how's it going? 47 awesome people still watching. We got Uncle Lou. We got Bottom Feeders hooked up. Farron, how's it going? Wider gap, deep gap. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Let's see.
And another hook I was having really good hookups with were the Mad Catters.
Yeah.
You're familiar with those?
Mm-hmm.
They're a hybrid circle tail hook, I think is what you call it.
Yeah, they have a couple different brands, or one's backstabbers, and then there's a
Yeah, this is the well, I'll show it to you. I got one right here.
Rick King. Been a supporter of Stand 2 for a long time. Well, Rick King, appreciate you. Thank you so much. You do a great job down there. Always glad to have my fellow VA anglers here. Yes, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, but the only issue is I was catching a lot of fish on these. Surprisingly, the smaller fish can actually take these, but they do tend to get gut hooked more than the circles.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not a complete circle hook. It's it can still get down there because the tip right here isn't technically at 90 degrees to the shank.
Yeah.
Hookup was good, but you know, it was gut
That
hooking. So I didn't want to.
and that's what it's all about. Hooking the fish. You want to protect the fish at the same time as not losing your hookup ratio. So,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about. If you can increase your hookup ratio at the same time, less gut hooking of the fish, and it's better care for the fish. That's a win-win right there. So.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, all the gut hooks I can remember were on smaller fish, so they just ended up being dinner.
Well,
I
there
still
you
got
go.
my hooks back. I just had to get them out the the other way.
That is, that's a good way to do it. If you know the fish is not going to make it, bring that home. Don't waste it. Mindy Hogan, I wouldn't have even started watching all this if it wasn't for you. Now I'm on everyone's, and I've talked with a lot of awesome people. Thanks, Papa Stan. Well, thank you so much, Mindy. I can't tell you what those comments like that mean to me. Thank you so much. Surprised I am not fishing today. Well, it works out that sometimes like that, Jacob. We hit the 1K yesterday. I was on some other shows last night, and Stand 3 is down fishing in the saltwater today. So luckily, my good friend Luther here was out on the river. He said I can come up with you for a couple times here. He's making his live debut. He's been in chat before. You've seen him drop some comments out there, but now we actually got a chance to put the face to the name. So great. He did manage to get a blue up on the screen today. Which is awesome. Apache Adventure said, "What is the baits that are on the menu?"
Oh yeah. So we have shad and chicken.
And
Brought the chicken as a backup because, well, I mean, not necessarily as a backup. I mean, I've been having really good luck with chicken anyway, but could only get one shad in the boat this morning, so.
and
At
you know
a
that
certain point, you just gotta, think like just keep fishing for bait or just start fishing.
and that's it. The James River, and I'm sure a lot of us go through the same thing. No matter where you're at, sometimes bait is there, sometimes it's not. So it's always great to have that backup bait, that Plan B bait that you can count on. And let's face it, chicken will catch fish.
I know it's very controversial, but I was thinking about it last night. All of my biggest fish has been on chicken. 60-pounder, 50-pounder, about 45. All been on chicken. So.
Yeah. And
I'm not saying it's the only bait that works, but
it is because I'm wondering if it is because the big fish we caught the other night, we caught a small little piece of shad. And a lot of times you use chicken, you get a smaller piece. So sometimes I think chicken works good just because they're targeting a smaller piece of bait.
Yeah.
I don't know for certain, but
I know during the winter,
a lot of times that's how it works out.
The winter time they say small bait works better.
Yep.
Or if the fish is technically, or if it's full and
a lot of times when it's
like
tough
a whole lot,
bite, you're getting a real finicky bite, and they're just kind of doing that little peck. A lot of times that means you want to switch down to a smaller bait. We are at 4 minutes. Well, we're going to be jumping out of here in a few minutes.
All right.
Ryan Board got a live scheduled for 12:05. He's going to go over some tournament results. He's fishing in the Kayak King competition. It's like the Super Bowl kayak fishing. So, hey, Bex, no real loss. How you doing? Great to see you in. Getting ready to eat some lunch, then heading out for some kitty. Well, good luck to you. Hope you get some. Realville Catfishing. Thanks for coming in. Realville was out last night and did got his live stream going last night. Thanks to Fishin with Chad. That was awesome. And yes, Bex, I did not come in second place this time. I didn't come in first either, so. Real catfish. See what happened? No, I did not. I was in there. We run around. We had a bunch of things going on. Did you end up catching a nice one? That's right, Bex. And if you go into it, I go into all of them knowing I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a good time. Catch fish or not catch fish. I'm fishing with some awesome people. And, we're fishing across the country. We're fishing across the country, and that's that's the main focus.
And definitely a good group of people.
All right, Steve Watson, you are That is the one thing I did forget to do. You know how I do around here? That's right. It's not STANday without some Mountain Dew. After people saw my people, every single live Mountain Dew. You never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
Still waiting to hear from them. Appreciate you reminding me of that, Steve Austin. Thank you. 11:59. Well, if anybody has no other questions, that Mountain Dew, that's right.
All right, well, it's been fun. It's been fun being on the show for a change this time.
Yeah, it was great having you here, Luther. Hang on, just hang on there 1 second. We're gonna Real Catfish, and I have a question. Go ahead, Real.
I can't see the chat at the same time, so
Yeah, I'll put it when it comes up. I'll pop it up on there for you.
all right.
Oh, why isn't Stan fishing? Well, that's a good question.
Virtually fishing.
Stan 3, it's his birthday today, so he's out fishing myself. I was up last night. We hit the 1K, and it just kind of went from there. So I wasn't able to get out to the river this morning. But luckily, my friend here, Luther, was out on the river. We got in contact and was able to at least put a catfish up on the screen for us. And Jacob, you have a question. Go ahead. Steve Austin, have a $6 million day. Oh, what is Luther's channel? Well, Luther is just starting out. He's he's gonna come on here. You'll see him back and off and on here. He's out on the channel usually every other week. He works Sundays and off Sundays, so he's out on the river. He said he'd like to come on and do these kind of little. We'll get back and forth and do a little split screen with a road reporter, see what sections of the river are doing a little better or worse, or where bait's at, things like that. So I think that's awesome, but you don't see that too much. It's great to have this community here, not only the whole catfish, but right here along the chains, everybody kind of works together.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Realville catfishing. Thank you to everyone who's helped me get the live stuff going. And that was Fishing with the Chad. We helped Realville yesterday. Fishing with the Chad's link is out in the description. And Jacob, if you check up a little bit further, Rebecca was dropping Luther's link out there. So if anybody else out, feel free, they can drop it in. But if not, just scroll up and the link is up in there. Ram Diaz, Stan, hit me up. Ram Diaz at aboutme.com. Okay. I started this. I know, Realville. I know. You have to get a flathead. So what we're going to do is we're going to, Ryan Bort, 12:05 as his live scheduled for. He's going to be going over the Kayak King Catfish tournament information. Appreciate y'all being out there for STANday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ram, I'll get in touch with you in a little bit. Ram Diaz at aboutme.com. There we go. All right. Well, Jacob, I'll get that link to you right now. He is, like I said, he's just getting started. He's going to be doing these. He's got a couple of videos out there. You know, we'll see if he does YouTube thing or not. Right now, come up on here and do some lives with us. That's going to be great.
Side kind of fun thing, but
y'all go over, check out Ryan Bort. Fishing with the Chad's link is out in the description. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, I did oversleep a little bit this morning. I was just going to stay up this morning, and I got off. I ended up getting off the streams at like 7 o'clock. Figured I had an hour left, and fell asleep. So,
Man,
all
I don't
right.
know how you do it.
Fine Adventure, how's it going? He was another one in the Iron Cat the other day. Have a great day, everybody. Yes, y'all go check out Ryan Bort's things will start in just a minute. We'll talk to y'all later. Thank you very much for coming in to Stan. Thank y'all so much for the 1K. Really means a lot to me. And we are out of here. Thank you.
Later.